All right, who you gonna call? Any other Ghostbusters references we need to get out of the way before we get this party started?
Twinkies, Marshmallow Man,
Spooky, scary
Zool,
skeletons.
the Keymaster.
I think we're good.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Okay.
Did you guys see the new Ghostbusters? It was good.
I liked it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Totally enjoyable.
It's definitely worth a watch.
I've been meaning to. I just haven't had the chance.
Yeah, it's
So
solid.
we're playing Luigi's Mansion, I guess.
Welcome to our October/Halloween-ish special. We're doing Luigi's Mansion on the Three Amiibros. I'm Will.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Daniel.
And this was the launch title for the Gamecube. Fun fact, this game in some places came out a day before the Gamecube was released. So you could own Luigi's Mansion without having access to a Gamecube.
I feel like now that we've done this, and now that we're doing this, and we've already done Rogue Squadron, I feel like we're just covering the entire release lineup of the Gamecube. I don't know what else came out for its launch, but these are the two that I remember.
I'm trying to think.
What else did come out for the GameCube? No, Wave Race, whatever.
Wave Race.
There was a second Wave Race game?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I think Wave Race 64 is a kind of terrible game.
I don't think that the Wave Race game that came out for the GameCube was particularly great too, but it did come out as a launch title.
Oh man, okay. Do you want me to read you this entire list of release games for GameCube?
Okay.
I can do that right now. Okay. All-Star Baseball 2002. Batman Vengeance.
Oh, that's an alright one.
Yeah, I've heard that one is actually okay. Crazy Taxi. Great game.
Yeah.
I actually love Crazy Taxi. Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX 2. Disney's Tarzan Untamed. I don't know if you guys play that one. I have not.
I've always wanted to.
Nope.
Actually?
Yeah.
All right. This game, Madden NFL 2002, NHL Hits 2002, Rogue Leader, Super Monkey Ball, that's the other big one.
Oh, that was a launch title? Yeah.
Yeah. Tony Hawk 3, and yes, as Jordan said, Wave Race Blue Storm.
That's it?
That's it.
So are we going to go through that entire catalog?
I think we pretty much have to.
Well, I was going to say no, but looks like we're locked in now.
Great. Look forward to my playthrough of NHL Hits 2002, full season.
Have you guys played Luigi's Mansion?
A little bit. Back when the GameCube first came out, I didn't get it until Christmas, so I rented it from Blockbuster when that was still a thing. A GameCube and this game, and I was not very impressed with it. Personally, I don't know. Maybe it was because this game's actually not that great. I don't really know. Maybe it's because at the time I was waiting for Smash, which just narrowly missed the launch window for the GameCube. And I don't know, I wasn't really that excited by this game, so when I finally did get a GameCube, I never did get it.
So, to clarify for the viewers, Jordan is wrong. This game is incredible.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I remember playing this game, the demo of this game at Electronics Boutique kiosks, which is what EB Games was at the time. And yeah, I don't know. I like playing it at friends' houses or whatever. I've heard Dark of the Moon is really good, which is the 3DS sequel.
I
that
did play
came
that
out, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about that. I have not wanted to play, or I have wanted to play that since it came out, and just have not had the time in my life to do so.
I have played Dark of the Moon. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay at best.
All I will say is that game got better reviews than this game did when this game came out.
Yeah,
because it's safe. It doesn't do anything wrong, but it doesn't do anything particularly exciting either.
I will say this though, Dark Moon has amazing animation.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty game. The animation's great. It plays really well in 3D too. But I don't know, the fact that each mansion is sort of broken up into levels, it sort of breaks the experience. Like it's a huge pace breaker. Yeah, like the mission-based sort of goals and tasks that you have is just, I don't know. For me, the reason I love Luigi's Mansion, like this one, is because it feels like such a wholesome experience. Like it's broken up into 3 areas per se, but you always feel like you're in like the mansion. You're always like in the same mansion, and the more levels you go up, the bigger the mansion feels, and it just builds up on that experience.
So I will say that I'm actually quite glad we're playing this game because for the longest time, like, I don't really know what the like, I know that you suck up ghosts in them, but like, I don't really know what type of game the Luigi's Mansion games, I guess now it's games, are. Like,
in what way?
Is it kind of like a Metroidvania type thing, but you're have a vacuum?
Okay, so actually, that's a good question. The way this game works is in each area you've got a certain. So basically, the story is Egad, who's our little friend over there.
Right.
He has captured these portrait ghosts, which are sort of like. They're not regular ghosts like the orange specters that we saw in the intro scene. They're ghosts that have retained their personality into the afterlife. So you need to capture in each area. There are 3 areas. You need to capture certain amounts of them to face the boss. And the bosses are like these ghosts that are much more malicious per se, or so to speak. And yeah, that's basically it. Like there is a clear matter of like progression you go onto this game. I wouldn't say it's Metrovania-esque. It's very much. It's almost as if you're going up against like a series of bosses to progress. Each portrait ghost, once you find them, they each have like a certain means of how you take them down or how you access them. And you'll see that as we progress through the game. Each one has sort of like a set requirement that you have to do to be able to catch them in the first place. Also, Mario's missing.
So it's kind of like an adventure game?
Yeah, it's definitely adventure. Yeah, action adventure.
Or maybe this is Mario is missing too.
I mean, you're not quite wrong.
The times of the action-adventure game. I feel like that doesn't really exist anymore. Like, the genre, like, action-adventure. It's just, like, not really a thing.
Well, there is action-adventure, but it's sort of spliced up with, like, other things, like RPGs and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I will have to say, though, I really like how, I guess, in this game and the other game, like, how Dr. Egad, he communicates with you with like old Nintendo systems.
Oh, it's fantastic. I don't know if you guys have played.
Is it not just the Game Boy?
No, like if you see here, like you have the Game Boy Horror, which is how you communicate with Egad and keep track of like how much money you have. But in Dark Moon, he communicates you with the DS, which he calls the Dual Scream.
Yeah, I like how they always intentionally go like back one generation of Nintendo handhelds.
Yeah, it's gotta look old. It's gotta have like a vintage look to it.
Oh, and he went with the clear version for the Game Boy Horror.
Though now that I think of it, I don't think the Game Boy Advance was out by the time this game was out.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
This was 2000. This was 2001.
Yeah, I have a feel. I feel like the GBA wasn't until like 2003.
No, it wasn't 2003 when the SP came out?
Yeah, I want to say it was 2002 that the Game Boy Advance. Okay, I'm gonna rock the wiki.
I'm also doing it, but because I got a Game Boy Advance SP from a couple friends for my bar mitzvah. So that would have been. Yeah, that maybe would have been 2003. What year is it right now? 2016.
What year is it?
So I would have gotten an SP in like 2004 is when I got my SP, but that definitely would have been later than release date.
The Game Boy Advance was released in North America June 11th, 2001. Ooh, you lost
the
that
GameCube
daily
was
double.
also 2001. The GameCube, North America, hold on, I got it open.
Came out September, because GameCube came out today. Well, today, that's what we're recording, and 15 years ago.
Ooh,
Yep.
close.
Ooh,
It
look at
did in
that.
Japan. In North America, November 18th.
Wait, what?
In North America, it was November 18th.
Oh,
in Japan, it was
in
September
Japan?
14th.
No, because I read an article, or not an article, but on my feed there was like a thing on my things saying like, oh, the GameCube came out like 15 years today.
It did in Japan.
Okay, there
So it
we
was
go.
like its original release was.
Speaking of how old this game is, I'm still really impressed with the, segue. I'm still really impressed with the graphics, particularly the lighting. I think the lighting in this game is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much made this game to show that off, right? Like, they were kind of like, look, it's a GameCube. We worked on the graphics system. It looks a lot better than the shitty Nintendo 64. Check out this lighting.
Well, a lot of Nintendo games that came out for the GameCube, they like graphically they've aged pretty well. Like, I mean, like if you look at say Super Mario Sunshine, like, you know, you can say whatever you want about that game, but its water effects were absolutely gorgeous and still are.
Yeah,
That's true.
Lots of GameCube
Metroid
stuff
Prime.
holds up.
Metroid Prime,
visually.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, how are you actually capturing these ghosts?
So
'Cause
the way
haven't
you
played
capture
this in a
these
very long
ghosts are you basically wait for them to appear and then you hit them with your light. The closer you are to them when you hit them with your flashlight to expose their heart, which sounds really grim. That dictates how stunned they are. The more stunned they are, the easier they are to suck up. What we just saw there, that blue ghost, was a rich ghost. If you catch, there are, I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say 10 or 14 of them in the game. They're holding a lot of cash. The goal of this game is, on top of catching all the portrait ghosts, is to also make Luigi filthy rich. That's you get ranked at the end of the game from A to H. A meaning you got like, I think it's 100 million cash, and H means you H is actually considered a challenge run because you have to avoid getting money from like all the chests and all the ghosts throughout the game.
Oh, that's like in Metroid, right? Like in Metroid, it's like the low item count runs are the challenge runs.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Like Metroid is about like if the high level Metroid is about like how few items you can get and still beat the game.
Yeah. But every time you like, try to suck up a ghost, it's basically like a tug of war.
Yeah, you've
Right,
got
so
to.
that's
tug
actually what I was
away.
sort of more curious about is like, what are you actually doing with your hands when you're trying to catch a ghost? Like, what's the challenge part?
So it's funny you mentioned that in a review I did of this game for the for the Chronicle Bros. I actually like had a section where I showed my hands like displaying exactly what I was doing to catch a ghost. But basically, once you hit the ghost with your flashlight and they're stunned, you are holding R down, which activates your vacuum, and you're on the joystick. You are pulling away from the direction the ghost is trying to run away at. You want to try to pull the ghost down as much as you can using the C stick. The C stick allows you to change the direction of which Luigi is pointing the vacuum. Yeah, if you bring them down, it makes them a lot easier to catch, and it lowers your chances for them breaking off. You will rarely see a ghost break off from your vacuum that's not a portrait ghost. And that's the way you're also ranked with portrait ghosts, which I'll get into a little later. I should say right now we're going to for this first part of the Let's Play, I'm actually going through the entirety of Area 1, which consists of 3 portrait ghosts. Yeah, I did this in one sitting, and I was actually really surprised. And I think it's also a testament to how many times I've played this game. But folks, if you're looking for, because in this playthrough, it is not an all gold portrait run. This is an A ranking run though of this game. So if you're looking to do a quick and efficient run of Luigi's Mansion, collecting all the portrait ghosts with an A ranking, I actually went through like 3. I watched the Let's Play. I went through the prima official guide for this game to figure out what was like the best optimal path to do that. Yeah, if you're looking to play this game as efficiently as possible with collecting all the portrait ghosts, this is not to toot my own horn, but this might be a good guide to start you on your way.
So we are actually doing a 100, well, not 100% quite, I guess, but very close to 100% kind of speedrunny run of this, which is actually kind of cool. I don't think I could do that to any game. In fact, I know I can't do that to any game.
I wouldn't say this is necessarily a speed run, but I do try to find like the best path. Like I think if you use this path, and actually try to go fast, you could probably make your way through the game pretty quickly. So that was our first ghost. If you scan their hearts, they give you a hint as to how to activate them for, I believe this man's name was Nigel. If you have to look away from him, and when he yawns, that's when his heart is exposed. That's when you hit him with your flashlight, and he's stunned, and you suck him up.
Well, I guess your experience of sucking up Nigel was very smashing.
I'm surprised I didn't see that one coming until you said it right at that second. But yep, it was just smashing.
So over here, I mean, are you solving a puzzle here? Like, by flapping that fan?
No, what I'm doing here is just getting money. This mansion is loaded with cash, and again, the way you, I actually really like that. I don't know if you guys saw that. Behind the curtain, you can actually see Toad from the balcony, from the other part.
I see it.
Yeah, this game's really great at making you feel like the mansion is like very wholesome and alive. But yeah, basically you just want to explore every little crevice in this game for as much cash as possible. There's a few other ways to make a quick buck, which I'll explain as we get into it. But yeah, to get Linda here, you have to ruin her. You got to ruin her hair day, and open the window to get a breeze. And yeah, once she's caught off guard, then you suck her up too. So
you know that in this case, Luigi seems kind of like an asshole because these ghosts aren't even trying to hurt him. He just
hanging out.
There is a there's a part where I can't remember what happens in this recording, but at one point I think Luigi starts whistling that jaunty theme as he's sucking up a ghost. I'm like, oh my god, like he's enjoying putting these things away and just like messing their day.
So what were we doing with the Game Boy over there?
Oh, okay, so that's a function that some people might not even know about after playing this game, but if you aim your Game Boy Horror at a mirror and activate the Game Boy Horror, you can actually use that as a warp back to the lobby. The only room that really teaches you to do that is this hidden room that has a ton of gold. And there's no exit, there's no doors. So you're effectively screwed until you, I guess, sort of just get desperate and try scanning everything, because once you scan the mirror, it'll take you back to the lobby.
Oh, okay.
So this is our first boss. This is the child of Nigel and Linda. Which is pretty grim. Actually, there's
like what happened to them?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, so I believe Chauncey is this kid's name. He was born a ghost, but there is a
that brings up so many questions.
It does. It's best if you don't question it. But what is pretty grim is that there's a little girl, I believe she's 9 years old, named Sue P in Area 3. And if you look at her, each ghost has like a description in the Game Boy Horror. It actually says she died in her sleep, which is super grim for a game of this nature. Yeah, like that's a bit of a bummer, but I mean, compared to I don't know if you guys have seen like the original beta footage of this game, this was supposed to be a much darker game with a time limit, and if you didn't complete it in time, you could actually get a full game over, regardless of where you were in the game.
So sort of like Pikmin.
Actually, yeah, sort of like Pikmin.
There's a level in Dark Moon that's sort of like this, actually.
Was it a boss? I really don't remember Dark Moon that much. I played it once and was just disappointed that it didn't give me that Luigi's Mansion feel. And I know it's nostalgia, but you know.
No, I agree. Like I like that game for its animation quality and a lot of other things, but like, yeah, I agree with you on that.
So the way the bosses work in this game, if you can suck them up as quickly as possible, you get a good ranking. But okay, so the way the portrait ghosts work, if you want the best ranking, you gotta suck them up. You gotta suck up 90% of their health at one go. If you don't, then your ranking immediately gets lowered to a silver. If you take a lot of sucks to get them, then if you're not sucking, right, then you get a bronze. Yeah.
My God. This game sucks so much.
But in the best way? Don't know where I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, you gotta suck to win. You gotta... No, it doesn't sound right either.
Why are you sucking that baby?
Anyway... Damn it. Actually, I got Chauncey in 2 goes, which I've never done before. I got really lucky with this recording. And yeah, if you get through a boss with 90% of your health or above, then you get a gold ranking with them.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's area 1.
Wow.
Good job. So if you finish area 1, are you gonna get to area 51?
Talking about ghosts here, Jordan.
Not
aliens.
What's going on over there?
Actually, that's a good point. We don't know
Area
what's going
51?
on over there. They could very well be harboring some ghosts. This is the deportrificationizer. Basically, it's the EGAD uses this to turn ghosts into portraits. And apparently, I don't remember where I read this, but apparently the ghosts are happy to be in the portraits.
Really?
I have to wonder if they are, because they seemed pretty fine before you just came along.
Specifically, if you get a good ranking, like if you capture them well, then they're happy because they get a gold frame. So maybe that's, I don't know, maybe the ghosts get to have some bragging rights about that. It's like, yo, I'm encased in a gold frame. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
yeah. So why are you turning them into portraits? What is the intention here?
It's the only way EGAD can contain them. I mean, I'm
Why
sure
does he
there's
wanna
other
contain
ways. Well, because maybe the guy just wants a nice gallery, you know? Something that
boy.
nobody else has.
Oh my.
Neville, Nigel.
Oh.
I guess it wasn't smashing
Amateur.
after all.
You made $1 million?
Yeah, typical Tuesday night for Luigi.